So, welcome back to another episode of Amanda Makes a Mess. Today is going to be a little bit different because this right here is my first Scrawlrbox, and I think I'll probably be starting a new series where every month I unbox this and draw something with the art supplies inside. If my voice sounds a little different, it's because I've been fighting some sinus nastiness for the past couple days. I have this giant water over here that I'm drinking, but I will try to edit that out. But if there's any weird pauses or anything, that's what's going on. Um, this is my first Scrawlrbox. I have already opened it because, I mean, it's the first one. I couldn't sit here and stare at it for 2 days without opening it. Because it's been 2 days since this game, and I've only just now had time to film anything. So let's open it up, and inside there's the inside of the lid if anybody's interested. And let's see if that'll stay open. No, it won't. What can I put on that? Okay, we'll just turn it sideways. That'll work. Okay, so inside, this is the sticker. I don't know if it'll focus. Yeah, it has like a feather texture in the background. I really like this one. This is the list of what's inside. This is the April box, and I have to say I'm very impressed with how fast I got this. I got the email that it was going to be sent out, I think less than 2 weeks ago, and it comes from the UK, but I'm in the US, and I was very impressed with how fast I got it. This is where everything was wrapped up, and this was open when I got it, but I don't think anything's missing. I seem to have gotten everything that was supposed to come in it. And then there's another little sticker there. Here, I think, is the main thing for this box. There's 4 Daler Rowney. If I held this up right, it would probably work better. Daler Rowney Aquafine watercolors. Which I don't know how I feel about this, because I like watercolors. I just am not very good at them, and I have not had the patience to actually sit down and play with them and learn any more about them yet. So we have, what is this? This is Crimson Hue. This one is Lemon Yellow. This one is Ultramarine Dark Blue. Raw Sienna. Chinese White. And Hooker's Green Dark. So we pretty much have the whole rainbow here, except for purple and orange, but we have blue and red, so I can make purple, and red and yellow, so I can make orange, so I'm okay with that. This is the candy. I have never heard of this. It says it's from, it says British, which would make sense. Sticky toffee pudding. Not sure what this is. Not sure if I'll eat it, but I will definitely taste it because it's something new. I am really impressed with this. I love these, but I've never had this brand. This is a Derwent water brush, and I love these. The barrel of this one is so big, it's going to hold so much water. Look at this. It's so fat. It'll be easy to hold too, and it's got this squeezy thing right here to squeeze the water out. And the tip looks pretty good too. It'll focus on the tip. Hello, focus. Can you focus? You are just not going to focus on that. But anyway, that's what it looks like if you can kind of see it. Let's see if I can get the cap back on with one hand. That's the problem with doing things this way. these pencils, I had some trouble with these. These are, let me get the menu so I can tell you. What are these? These are Royal Sovereign Chinograph pencils. This sounds really fancy and expensive. It says they work on pretty much any surface, and they are resistant to water but can be removed with a dry cloth or tissue. Okay. Well, if they were actually usable, that would have been nice, but I feel like they have a really soft core, probably similar to Prismacolor colored pencils, and that's what happened. This is how much of this pencil is left. I tried 3 different pencil sharpeners on it. None of them worked, and when I finally found one that did start working, the lead just kept breaking. Same with this one. Like, if I push down on this, it's gonna break off. I feel like, and it's sharpened really rough. But I think that's probably due to being dropped or something, because like I said, I have Prismacolor colored pencils, which is probably what I will substitute these for when I go to actually draw something. I'll probably use my Prismacolors instead of these, because this one looks okay right now, but I don't trust it not to get dull and then keep breaking again as I'm trying to sharpen it. So I won't be using either one of these, even though this one might be okay. But I feel like they probably just got dropped, and because the core is so soft, it just shattered inside the pencil, which is explainable. I mean, this does come from the UK and I'm in the US, so it does have to travel quite a ways. And we have, I'm very impressed with this too, an A5 watercolor paper, 8 sheets of 300 GSM cold pressed watercolor paper. I do not use much watercolor paper because I do not use watercolors very much. But every once in a while, I try it. This feels really nice and really thick. So maybe that'll be good for these paints. And this was made for Scrawlrbox. I think it's custom made. I don't think it has a brand. Yeah, it's custom made. There's no brand. But that's okay. And this, I love this. This is so pretty. This is the print for this month. This month's artist is, oh, can you just focus? There, Camilla Gardner. You can pause this here if you want to read more about her. There's her Instagram and her website there at the bottom. That is so pretty. I actually did look at her Instagram, and she does some really good art. I had never heard of her before this, but I really like the flamingo, so I had to go look her up. And then, oops, get back up there. Last thing is a Scrawler zine for April 2021. I really like this texture, and it just tells a little bit about, I'm trying to do this with one hand and it's not working. It tells a little bit about the art supplies and the artist. Here's some more of her work right here. She has a really nice style. I really like her art style. It's very realistic, but at the same time, you can kind of see some brush strokes in it. Yeah, this is just things to try how to use the white. And this is some artwork from the last Scrawlrbox, which I didn't get. This is my first one. I think I said that already. And that's about it. There's some stuff about birds, which is appropriate because this month's Scrawler Challenge is Birds of a Feather, which I'm going to have a little bit of an issue with because I don't really draw birds. So we will just see what happens. So I'm going to put my camera in my overhead tripod, and we're going to start swatching all this, and yeah, then we'll draw something. Okay, so earlier I showed you the 2 pencils I got in the box and how they were basically unusable. So for this video, I'm going to be using just regular Prismacolor colored pencils in black and white. I know they aren't the same, I know the effect won't be the same, but it does at least give you those 2 colors in pencil form. And if you can hear any weird background noises, it's just started really pouring rain, so that's what that is. I've put water in the water brush. I've had these before, but I've not had this one. I really like the way this one is shaped. I think it'll be really easy to use. And I've got some paint in my paint palette. I've just used a little bit, except for the blue, the brown, and the white, because those exploded when I opened them. I don't know what's going on with that, but they are watercolors, so I think I can probably reactivate them if they dry out. I hope I can anyway, because otherwise I'm going to feel like I wasted paint. So let's swatch this and see what happens. So here is black. And this is not written straight at all. I don't think this will show up. Maybe a little bit. Not really. We'll just wait with it. And here we go. Let's get this brush wet. I'm not completely sure what I'm doing because I don't really use watercolors. And I have never used watercolors in a tube before, so I could be going about this completely wrong. We will see. I feel like I'm doing this wrong already. Okay. This is the red one. Oh, look at that. That is a really nice color, and it lasts for a while. I think I have too much paint here. Look at that. Wow, I really have too much paint. Let's get some more water in that. I hope this reactivates because, wow, look at that. Okay, that's a lot of paint. Wow. Yeah, I definitely, oh my gosh. I got way too much paint on there. Wow. Okay, we learned a lesson here. We will not be doing that again. Let's get something to wipe that off. I don't know what to do with this. You're not supposed to have to wash a water brush, but like, it's still red. What do I do with it? You can tell I don't do this very often. Actually, usually when I use watercolors, I use India ink because it's basically watercolor. There we go. That's good enough. Oh, look at the yellow. Can you see the yellow? Look at that yellow. I just got white all over my desk. Oh, that's gross. Okay. We'll just wipe that off with my finger, I guess. Ew. Okay, then. So, here is the yellow. It's such a nice yellow. Even though it's kind of like clumpy on the brush, you can see there. It's a little clumpy. What am I doing here? I don't know what I'm doing. So it's probably the paint. It's probably not me. I do wish I had gotten something besides watercolors for my first Scrawlrbox. Because I feel like I could have done a better video if I knew what I was doing. Oh wow. But I'm still very impressed with these colors. Those are so pigmented. Look at that. What does this do? Okay, so I can't go over the black pencil with that. Probably the white too. Yeah, I don't think it really does anything. Let's get a little bit of that color out. Wipe it off. And here's the green one. I'll move that over. I think you can see it better here. Here's the green. Let's just try to get a little bit of color on this one. These are so pigmented. I am not used to watercolor that looks like this. I do actually want to figure out how to use these properly. Let's try this one over the black as well. The black doesn't run in water, so it must not be water soluble. I honestly don't know. I don't use my colored pencils that much either. Okay, here we go. Oh, that would make a very nice forest. I think I hear my cat back there. Hopefully it was a cat that came in, not a possum or something. Oh wow, look how light that goes. I really like that when it's light. I could do a pastel rainbow. But probably not. Okay, and here's the blue. That has way too much paint in it because it exploded on me a little bit. Here's blue. Ooh. Okay, maybe I didn't get enough paint on my brush. Let's try that again. Oh, wow. Look at that. I love these colors. I don't know what I'm going to do with this. I don't know what I'm going to paint with this, but look at those colors. I love that. I'm actually pretty good with watercolor pencils because it's basically just like colored pencils and you throw some water on it and it becomes paint, but straight up watercolors are not new. Like, I've got 3 sets of watercolors, but they are definitely not something I have a lot of experience with. I actually like my Crayola ones best because I don't have to worry about ruining those ones. Okay, here's the brown, or burnt sienna. It was one of the ones that exploded on me. That's kind of an icky color. It's like not really mud, but not really yellow. Let's see. I don't feel like this is as pigmented as some of the other ones. Oh, there it is. That looks gross. That is kind of disgusting. We won't be using a lot of this color. What if I mix some yellow with that? Make like a yellowier brown. I still don't like it. But that's kind of a golden brown. I'm okay with that. So this part right here has yellow mixed with it. This is just brown. Yeah. I don't know if I can make a flesh tone with these though. That would be an issue. Because I do draw a lot of people. Wipe that. And here's the white. It says in the little booklet that comes with this, the white is not meant to be a watercolor. It's used to make the other colors more opaque. And like, I don't know how that works. I do know that my India inks, the one time I mixed black and white to make a gray for an elephant, I do know that it was a very, very thick white. It was almost like, the gray came out almost like acrylic paint. So I guess that's what it's for. You can't actually see that white. Probably not on camera, but you can in real life actually see the white on the paper. So I really like these, even though I don't know what I'm doing. Let's mix some white and some blue and see what we get. It does make it lighter, but it does look more opaque as well. Oh, I like that. That's a nice blue. That is more opaque, like it says it's supposed to be. Let's see what that looks like over the pencil. Yeah, I don't know. It feels like it's more opaque on the paper, but it doesn't really look like it's covering up any more of the black. So let's clean the brush again. Wipe some of that mess off and try the white with the red and see if I can make a paint. That's some white. I don't know if you can see. I've got my palette over here, but I don't know how much you can see on camera because I can't actually tell. That may be too much of that color, too much red. Okay. That maybe does make it more opaque. I do like this effect though. I don't know exactly what it's doing. I'm not quite sure what it's doing to this red. It's making it lighter and I think maybe more opaque. I'm not completely sure. But I do like it. I do like this effect here. I don't know. Like I said, I don't have enough experience with watercolors to really know what I'm doing. I know these are supposed to be good ones, but that's about the extent of my knowledge. Why will red not come off? Okay. I'm going to try mixing red. Okay, I'm going to pick this up and try not to make a mess. I think that should be dry. I'm going to try taking some of this red and putting it in here. And some of this blue. And also putting it in here and see if I can make a purple. Because I really want purple paint. It really, I think I got too much blue. It looks very blue. There, that's a little more purple. That is very purple. Okay. Can you see? Oh, wow. Yes, I like this color. But now let's mix some white in with it. Oh, look at that. I like that. That is a very nice purple. And since we're mixing colors, let's also try, throw some of that. I don't know what I'm doing here. But we'll also try an orange, I think. So let's get, that is still got purple in it. Why do you still have purple in you? Get out of there. Get out. Out. Ugh. Okay. Take some red over here. Okay. And some yellow. If you see something I'm doing wrong, tell me. No negativity, but yeah. If you see me doing something really stupid right now, let me know what I'm doing. Because I know I'm doing something wrong. That is a yucky color. More yellow. That's a weird color. I don't know what is going on with that. Let's see what that is on paper. That kind of looks like blood, but like gross blood. I think there's too much water in it. Ew. Alright. Oh, that is nasty looking. That's a gross color. That's what that is. That's gross. You can use more yellow. Let's try this. Just a tiny bit of yellow in here and see what this does. Alright. I may have to go without the orange because that's kind of gross. Now it's too much yellow. That's a still a gross color. That's orangey. That's like a very yellowy orange. Yeah, I definitely don't like that. That's gross. There's some more red in here. Now it's too much red. I feel like this red may have too much purple in it to really make a good orange. Because if you look at it, it does look a little purplish. But that could be because I actually got purple paint in it. Who knows? Okay, here's orange. Oh, that is nasty. The red and yellow are separating. They aren't staying together. So yeah, I think we will be continuing this without orange. Unless white makes a difference. Okay, I'm going to put some white in. I don't know if you can see it or not. It looks like a pale terracotta now. If it comes out looking like this on the paper, I will be pretty happy. But I don't think it's going to. I mean, I wouldn't use this as orange, but I wouldn't use this as orange in a rainbow, but like, yeah, I don't hate that. I don't hate that at all. Yeah, it still doesn't cover that. So, if I draw with this black colored pencil, I'm going to have to be really careful. But as it's not water soluble, I could use that to do my line art. I don't think I could use the white for anything. Let's see if the white draws over the colors. I mean, kind of, but not really. Actually, it looks like it's blending it together. I don't know if you can see that on camera or not. It's interesting. Let's try it on this dark red up here. Oh, there you go. I mean, I might be able to make highlights or something with it, but that would probably be about it. Okay. So I'm going to let this dry. And then I will be back with a drawing. Because I'm going to go do some thumbnails for the birds of a feather, I think is that what it is? Hold on. Yeah. I'm going to go do some thumbnail sketches on my iPad for this birds of a feather Scrawler challenge thing. And I will be back in a few minutes or a few hours, however long it takes this to dry. It doesn't seem like it's taking long because that's already dry. And then we'll see if I can use these to create something. I'm guessing the answer to that is no, but we'll find out. So, I'm going to try to be really quick with my outro because this video is already very long. I'm sorry about the length. If you're still watching this at this point, thank you for watching it all the way through. This is what I made out of the April Scrawlrbox. I'm actually really happy with this because I don't know what I'm doing with watercolors, but I really liked this one. So I used a Focus, a Prismacolor colored pencil here for the black, and the watercolor did not go onto the black at all, and it didn't go outside the lines. So I'm pretty happy with that. I'm thinking it's because I know watercolor will not go over like crayons. Like you can draw with a wax crayon and watercolor won't go over that. So I'm thinking it's because there's wax in Prismacolor colored pencils. That's something I want to play with again. I think this looks kind of like a stained glass effect with the black lines and the bright colors. So I'm thinking that I might want to do a full page of these roses. I mean, I do have 6 more sheets of this paper. They gave me 8 sheets. I'm thinking, actually, it could be another video. I could do these roses, just like a full page of them, and then try this technique with the pencil and see if it looks like stained glass. I think it would. So that's it. I'm going to end here before I go on too long. Sorry about the length of the video. Thank you for watching. If you're still watching, don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, anything, whatever. It all helps. And I will see you next Saturday. I upload every Saturday at noon or somewhere close to noon. I feel like this video may be late because of the size of the file, because I don't think there's much I can edit out. So, goodbye for now.